Good morning, whoever you are, someone who signed in as our Mandala universes. Happy Friday. Hi, Michelina. Good morning. Nice to have you here with me. We've had a crazy week. Busy, 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 busy week. And it's nice to just be able to sit and do some art and spend time with some friends. The city's been great. Great. Yeah, I've really enjoyed being here. As soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go wander a bit. And I don't have to catch my Uber until 1 Central Time, so got some time to wander. Carol says, it's Carol, and I don't know how to change it back to my account. It's okay, Carol. We know it's you now, so it's all good. Miss Sim says, good morning, Cathy. Happy Friday. Yeah, I'm so glad it's Friday. And I'm so happy to be going home. Happy to have the morning to just kind of wander the streets. I was going to go to the Modern Art Museum, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I just want to wander around, go down to the river, poke around, get some Garrett's for my dad, and yeah, just poke around the city. I'm in Chicago, Carol. I thought about trying to get in touch with those of you that live around here, and I was like, it's too much. It's too stressful for me to figure all that out. And my days. I mean, I got here Monday afternoon, dinner Monday night, meetings all day Tuesday, official, work dinner Tuesday, meetings all day Wednesday, official work dinner Wednesday, meetings all day Thursday, went out with colleagues last night. It's been nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. I'm in Chicago. I'm waving at you. Yeah, it's been nonstop. Um, I'm tired. Uh, yeah. Amy says, good morning. Happy to hear you have a morning to wander the best. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm going to pack up all my stuff desk and have a wander. So, how are you checking in this morning? I'm checking in. How am I checking in? I'm checking in ready to move forward. Ready to move forward. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. Nicolina says, feeling tired. Sleep has been elusive since last Tuesday. Ugh, battery is run down. Amy says, feeling conflicted this morning, enjoying my hike, but I'm afraid I hurt my knee. Oh, your pictures. It's been so fun to see your pictures, Amy. The ones that you've shared with the group. I want to do that someday. Do you know I've never done an overnight backpacking trip? Tahoe Rim Trail Association has guided hiking around the trail, and I think I might do that just for the first 4 to wilderness camping. So I went to this really fun little bakery up the street yesterday and today for breakfast. It's called Goddess and the Baker. I don't know if you've ever been there, Carol. Really, I'll show you I bought a sticky bun for later. Oh, it just hit my head on the light up there. I've done that multiple times. Yeah, just take a peek at that. I'm excited. That's going to the airport with me. Nicole says, I'd do that with you. Yeah, Amy says, I saw they have guided hikes. Very cool. Highly recommend. Carol says, checking in distress, also feeling excited as my grandson won his baseball game last night. He was the closing pitcher. Ooh, that's so exciting. I haven't seen the news for like 2 weeks. Wow, that's lovely. I know a little bit about the shutdown because people who left yesterday were messaging all of us and saying, TSA is still working, you can still get through the airport. So I know just a tiny bit, but I don't know. And I know about Portland and how Portland is pushing back on this. It's so funny. It's so funny how Portland is pushing back. Yeah, Carol says Goddess and the Baker is very well known. Haven't been there. It's so cute, and they have the cutest tile in there. I was taking pictures of the tile because I really want to do a backsplash in my kitchen. So I was getting all kinds of ideas. It's lovely. And I mean, who doesn't want to drink from a goddess, right? I love how it's Goddess and the Baker, not the baker and the goddess. Like, all right, friends, we should do some grounding. I've had fun this week talking to my colleagues about this because it came up several times that, I've been on the road. I haven't been home. I've only been home 3 nights since September 15th. And so everyone was like, well, what were you doing? And so I told several people about our retreat, and it's been fun to talk about. Yeah. Nicolinus, or Carol says Chicago ice raids and it's horrific. Yeah. Yeah, somebody asked me, have you seen anything? And I haven't seen anything downtown at all. But I've been locked in a, conference room. And I'm sure they're not doing it in the tourist areas, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's do some grounding. I'm gonna pause on comments. Just get into my body a little bit. I'll encourage you to do the same thing. Find that comfortable space for checking in with yourself, with this moment. Notice what you feel in your body. Maybe do some adjusting. You might want to notice your hips and your sit bones and your shoulders and your forehead. Just let them find a space and a positioning that feels conducive to relaxation, connection with your inner self. And just begin to notice your breath. Maybe try to lengthen your inhale and your exhale just a little bit. If you find thoughts popping into your mind, thank them for showing up and send them on their way. Say, come back later, I'm busy now. Just be. And I'm going to read a reading by a poet named Nikki Warren, titled The Artist. The artist is the woman who allows life to touch her. She feels things deeply. She lets life move through her. shape her, and teach her. She isn't afraid to sit with herself. She knows who she is. She isn't afraid of her depths or darkness because she knows that's where deep healing happens. She knows that seeds are planted in the dark. She creates with wild joy and authenticity. Her hands, her heart, and her presence are all vessels of love. She uses her gifts to touch, heal, warm, and love others. She creates beauty not only through poetry or paint, but in how she listens, how she comforts, how she cares. She is the artist. She loves to make beautiful things. She sings, she dances, she writes, she creates. She touches life and lets life touch her. She lets her soul spill into life. She is the artist. Take a couple more deep breaths. And when you're ready, come back to the circle. Today is October 3rd. Unbelievable. And it is Friday. I had a phone call from my youngest this week. First, I had a text asking for my grandma's meatloaf recipe. It's the only meatloaf I ever made because it's the best meatloaf in the world. And my oldest makes it all the time. In fact, if he has a potluck at work or, people over for dinner, it's always grandma's meatloaf. And he's so cute about it. He's always, people will ask him for the recipe. And he says, yeah, I'll give it to you. But with one stipulation, you have to call it Grandma Young's meatloaf. Like, you have to always tell people this is Grandma Young's meatloaf, which is so sweet. So my youngest texted this week and said, can you send me your meatloaf recipe? They have been they and their girlfriend were like, we should make a meatloaf. And so I sent it to them, and then they called like the day they were going to make it and were like, is there anything special I need to know? I was like, no, it's very straightforward. I said, it's easiest to mix it with your hands. Don't try and mix it with a spoon. Like, just get in there. And I said, let me know how it turns out. And so then they texted and they were like, it was amazing. It turned out so good. And their girlfriend had never had it before. And they were like, Cora loved it. And then they texted me. They called yesterday, the day after they had made it. And they were like, I just had meatloaf sandwich for lunch and it was so yummy. It's so cute. I just love it. I don't think my daughter's ever made it because she doesn't eat meat. Similarly to me, and so I don't think she's ever made it, but my boys have both carried on the tradition, which makes me so happy. I don't know, it's just fun. Grandma's meatloaf. I've converted dozens of meatloaf deniers, people who are like, I don't like meatloaf, and then I give them that and they're like, oh, this is good, can I have the recipe? Pamela says, good morning, friends. Last morning in the redwoods, and I found lichen in the forest that was a string with lichen hairs. Reminded me of a fancy yarn, soft and pliable. Love nature. Wow, that sounds beautiful. Is it, what color is it? Is like a bright green or more of a gray green?